A very wonderful and awesome evening to one and all, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome to the Institute of Global Professionals free webinar, a platform that continuously aims to share valuable information with the rest of the world. A platform that aims to deliver diverse information wherever you are at your own convenience. And it's a platform that aims to continuously feed your skills with the three aims: innovate, inspire, and give an impact. Today, I will be your host, Sarah. I'm a volunteer of IGP and a Filipino teacher currently based here in Vietnam. So let's just get a bit of information about IGP. What is it? IGP is an institute of global professionals, that's a community where enthusiastic speakers and coaches all over the world come together to voluntarily impart their expertise, knowledge, and wisdom in the hopes of empowering and educating millions of people around the world. So if you are here with us today, you've made the right decision. IGP is now leading in providing opportunities for every individual. We are proud to be entrusted with global recognition such as the International Standards Organization, which is backed up with a high credibility, recognition, and improved consistency of the speakers. We at IGP have been providing specialized webinars with practical knowledge that does not only help but make you thrive and adapt into our constant and changing developing world. Up until this moment, we have 184 webinars that you can access in our Facebook page or website, and you can access the variety of topics of your own interests and needs. You can still get e-certificate for that particular webinar given that you watch until the end. We hope that you continuously support us in meeting our goal of reaching millions of people by liking, commenting, and sharing our webinars with your friends and your loved ones. You never know what a simple act of sharing can do to other people's career. As IGP keeps on saying, power is gained by sharing knowledge. So don't forget to share, tag, comment, and mention your friends in the comment box. So our topic for today: what does it mean to be a successful learner or graduate in today's world? We've seen the paradigm shifting of learning and teaching. No longer we define success and attainment by solely mastering the core subjects taught at school. The world of the 21st century requires radically different orientation. As educators, parents, students ourselves, how do we adapt with the changes? What do we do to meet these demands? Joining us tonight are Miss Irene Diba, Miss Lindita Loha, and Miss Jurata Kuka, amazing educators from Albania. They're very much ready to share and discuss in details our webinar's main topic: 21st Skills and Education and Integration of Technology. But before turning over the microphone to our speakers, if you think your friends or your acquaintances would benefit from today's webinar, please share our webinar now. We are also giving the code for your e-certificate anytime during the webinar, so I hope you stay with us until the end. I also encourage everyone to take note of their questions every after the speaker, and they will be accommodated towards the end of this webinar. So, with much excitement, I am presenting to you our very first speaker, Irina Biba. Miss Irina, welcome. Hi, good
Hello,
evening. Yeah,
nice
what
to
time is
meet
it
you.
there now? Yeah, what time is it there now?
Hello, each and everyone. I'm really glad to be
Okay.
here today in your session, IGP. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. You have done a great revolution. It's really, it's really great. Okay, can I share my screen, dear?
Yes, you can. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Looking forward. Yes.
Yes, just a minute, please. Okay, Something about me. My name is Irena Biba. I am master teacher and trainer here in Tirana, Albania. Actually, I have 25 years in field of education. I have worked as Albanian language and literature teacher in secondary schools, high schools, 3 years as principal also. And always I'm eager to learn new things, to share experiences with others, you know. And I am a teacher, innovative teacher. I love using technology in classroom. And today I want to discuss with you about 21st century skills, how teaching 21st century skills is so important for us teachers. Alvin Toffler has said the illiterate of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. 21st century skills are one of the most popular topic in education, especially in middle and high school classrooms. But it can be difficult to teach these skills when you don't even know where to begin. For us teachers is so important this. What about 12 abilities that today's students need to succeed in their future careers? Critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, information literacy, media literacy, technology literacy, flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Critical thinking involves logically assessing information to make informed decisions. The often cited but nevertheless accurate reality is that today's wealth of information makes it essential that every student must be able to compare and evaluate facts and opinions and make decisions based on that analysis. No? What we need citizens who know more than about something. We need citizens who can take information and apply it to solve problems and to create solutions too. We need to create classroom cultures that value questions more than answers. If we want students to analyze, to evaluate, and work with challenging ideas and problems, we need to equip them with skills for categorizing, deconstructing big ideas into component parts, identifying relationships, and asking more questions. As I said before, great thinking starts with effective inquiry. No? What about creativity? One of the four C's. Creativity empowers people to see concepts in a different light, leading to innovative thinking and problem solving. To promote creativity in our students, we need to create a learning culture that values and promotes creative behaviors. No? One of the biggest predictors of person's creative capacity is their openness to experience. Ensuring that the classroom culture values risk taking and difference can help students overcome their reluctance to try new things, especially those things at which they might not initially excel. No? Make it clear that creativity is a positive, valued attribute of every each student. To promote students' creativity requires students to create work that is uniquely theirs. No? This sounds easy, but it isn't. Making it happen requires you to change as well, to change us as teachers. Let go of giving students exact instructions that, when followed, are guaranteed to meet your expectation of success. Let students take control of project design. Let them define what, where, when, and how during ongoing discussions about why. Students' work, whether done individually or in teams, should not look like work done by other students on same topic. Sameness is a symptom, no? When the processes and the resulting product all look the same, There is too little control in students' hands, and too many instructions being followed. Create an environment where students' creativity can flourish by transferring responsibility for learning and demonstration of that learning to students. What about collaboration? Collaboration involves multiple people working together to achieve a common goal. Students often dislike working in groups because they do not know how to collaborate in group. But we have to take time to develop norms for group work and discuss behaviors and actions that result in successful team projects. Learning to build on one another's knowledge and expertise involves respect, first of all, listening, and contributing. You might scaffold the learning process by assigning roles, allowing students to see the different tasks needed to complete a project and understand how their strength can contribute mm, to all the group. We have to make sure students to have time and opportunities to reflect on their own strengths and weakness, as well as how to utilize the strengths on their team members for maximum effects. Collaboration involves multiple people working together to achieve a common goal. What about communication? Is the practice of combining ideas by using a variety of methods. While building skills for successful teamwork is important, it is just the beginning of collaboration in a century classroom, 31st century classrooms. If we want to prepare students for high level thinking and work, we need to give them access to real work with experts and colleagues in a field of study. They need to work alongside professionals on tasks for a real audience who value that work. Regardless of the medium, students must still be capable of clear, concise writing and the correct use of topic specific vocabulary. Today, students must also build skills with multimedia forms. No, multimedia forms of communication require the ability to show rather than tell, using pictures, music, intonation, and more and more. The four C's, as I said, creativity, critical thinking, communication, and collaboration are so important. Some of verbs, for example, in creativity, create, design, enhance, imagine, change, invent, improve, adapt, etc. In critical thinking, inquire, predict, analyze, find relationships, evaluate, investigate, experiment, categorize. In communication, present, justify, articulate, discuss, convince, summarize, propose, persuade. And in collaboration, listen, share, clarify, participate, motivate, organize, empathize, and compromise. What about information literacy? Information literacy gives your students the tools needed to distinguish facts from fiction. It's so important, this. And media literacy helps students analyze media and understand potential issues that can arise when using digital tools in cyberspace, etc. Technology literacy involves students understanding different applications and the best ways to use them. Flexibility is someone's ability to adapt the change and understand differences in views that impact decisions. Leadership involves someone's ability to influence and guide others towards a common goal. Initiative, sometimes called intrinsic motivation, relates to employees starting projects, creating plans, and executing strategies on their own. Productivity measures how well someone is able to prioritize, plan, and manage their work. Social skills, so important, refer to the skills needed to interact effectively with others, especially when working with a diverse group. 21st century skills are essential for any employee in any industry. So, why do middle and high school students need to learn them? Our students need these skills because many of today's employers expect candidates to have them prior to being hired. No? In some cases, employers will have new hires on these skills. But our students need to have the foundational knowledge to set themselves up for success right off the bat. By mastering 21st century skills, our students will be better equipped to start and grow in whatever career path they choose in the future. By now, you're probably thinking they can learn these skills later in high school or college. What's the big deal if we don't teach them until then? The biggest reason it's important to teach 21st century skills in secondary schools is the impact it can have on your students now. In addition to helping prepare your students for their future careers, 21st century skills can help your students be better learners. No? What we can do? Wish your students work better in small groups? Teaching collaboration and leadership skills can help for this. Want to have more meaningful discussions in your classroom? Teaching critical thinking and communication can make a big difference. Do your students struggle to effectively use technology in and out of your class? Technology has made learning easy, interactive, and interesting, no? Teaching information media and literacy skills can make a world of difference. You will not only see a difference in your own classroom, but your students will carry these skills with them as they further their education. Now that you know that 21st century skills are and why they are so important, you're probably wondering how you can teach them. But before you start, it's important to consider common mistakes that other teachers have made when teaching 21st century skills. The two most common mistakes when teaching these skills are teaching the skills as separate entities and forgetting about other careers readiness skills. The most common mistake teachers make when teaching 21st century skill is trying to teach each skill as its own topic. It's natural to look at a list of 12 skills and plan out 12 units or lessons to line up with each one. But if you have a one-track mind when teaching these skills, your students will miss out learning how the skills can build upon and reinforce each other. What can we do to avoid this mistake? It's important to embrace and convey how each 21st century skills relates to others. As you discuss each skills in your lesson, encourage your students to consider how they intertwine, no? For example, having good critical thinking and communication skill can help improve someone's leadership skills. The second mistake when teaching 21st century skills is forgetting to incorporate all the other career readiness skills in your classes. If you only focus on the 12 items listed, your students could be left with gaps in knowledge and skills they'll need down the road. To avoid this mistake, add career readiness skills as extensions to your lessons on 21st century skills. Some important skills to hit on include career exploration, job seeking skills, public speaking, and customer service. By teaching 21st century skills as part of a more well-rounded career readiness curriculum, your students will be more prepared for starting their careers. Now that you know how to avoid the most common mistakes with teaching 21st century skills, it's time to start teaching them, no? I'm going to discuss with you now about integration of technology into classroom and the summer model. Technology will not replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of us teachers can be the transformation. What is a summer model? We take a look at what summer actually means, as well as some models examples allowing for the more effective and control into classroom. Every day, as teachers are designing activities to target higher order thinking skills in order to engage students and rich learning experiences. But integrating technology adds a whole new layer to teaching and learning. Summer is just one example of effective ways that technology can be integrated into classroom. How can technology transform your learning design? Dr. Ruben Fuentedura developed the summer model as a way for teachers to evaluate how they are incorporating technology into their instructional practice. Using summer, it is an act of substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. The model is made up uh, of four components. Four steps are divided into specific categories. For example, we have two lowest level substitution and augmentation, and two highest level modification and redefinition. The two lowest level are in enhancement, two highest level are in transformation of technology. Okay, and transformation. Look at the pictures. The model includes a dotted line here that represent the threshold where you shift from using technology to enhance learning here to lowest level to use it to transform learning here, highest level of summer model. Transforming learning promotes higher order thinking skills such as analyzing, evaluating, and creating, which are essential to 21st century learning. No? Technology transforms the learning process and helps students to build higher order skills in Bloom's taxonomy. Look at the picture, Bloom's digital taxonomy. We take a look at some of the most verbs we can use from lots to hots in Bloom's taxonomy. Remembering the lowest level of Bloom's taxonomy, we can use verbs like highlighting, identifying, listing, matching, networking, quoting, recording, etc. In understanding the second level in Bloom's taxonomy, we can use verbs like advanced search, annotating, categorizing, classifying, commenting, etc. Third level, applying, we can use verbs like calculating, charting, collecting, computing, constructing, etc. In analyzing, we can use verbs like appraising, attributing, breaking down, contrasting, correlating, deducing, etc. Evaluating, assessing, checking, experimenting, hypothesizing, posting, etc. In creating the highest level of Bloom's taxonomy, we can use verbs like animating, blogging, collaboration, collaborating, composing, designing, etc. There are some verbs we can use also in summer model and Bloom's taxonomy integrated to each other. So, how can you teach about the line, the threshold? Let's take a look at an example or some examples of classroom tasks and how it evolves through the lens of summer model. If we have a class task like note taken in first level of summer model substitution, students can take notes in iOS notes, and in second level in augmentation, students choose their own notes in app. In third level modification, all students use Notability for all notes. And in highest level redefinition, teachers have access to all students' notes. If we have a class task, for example, a research, in substitution, using Safari to copy and paste information, in augmentation, bookmark and share notes using the share button, in modification, download and annotate with Notability, and in redefinition, collaborative mind maps. In presentation, first level substitution, they can make a keynote presentation on the iPad. In augmentation seconds level, they can demonstrate understanding with explain everything. In modification, they can combine audio, video, and text in movie presentations. Here we are in transformation. And in redefinition, they can use Neopard presentation. You know Neopard, no? It's a beautiful slideshow. They can interact, they can make funny and very informative the session. If we have file sharing, in substitution, they can send by email every lesson. Teachers send by email every lesson to students. In augmentation, share Dropbox folder. In modification, Xiaobi. And in redefinition, iTunes U. In reading task, substitution, they can open PDF from email. In augmentation, they can use dictionary search document. In modification, they can annotate in documents in Notability and iBooks. And in redefinition, they can make interactive iBook. In assessment, in substitution, Google Form test. In augmentation, Google Form test with automatic marking script. In modification, creative project with Strip Designer, Show Me and iMovie. And in redefinition, creative assignments with audio feedback in Show Me. The process and requirements are the same. The medium is the only thing that has changed. We take a look to each for example, to substitution, the lowest level of SAMR. Substitution, we said that in substitution, technology acts as a direct tool, substitute with no real functional change to the task. What does it mean? For example, take creative writing. In this case, students are substituting a handwritten story here for a typed story. The task is the same with no real change in students' engagement. In augmentation, the second level, technology still substitutes, but with some functional improvement. What if you took the same creative writing assignment and had students use a word processing program? They could use features such as spell check and tools for formatting. Again, the story writing task is the same, but the technology augments it with enhanced productivity. In modification, technology should allow for significant task redesign. Take the same creative writing assignments and have students use Google Docs. There they can write their stories. Students can then share these stories with peers and provide real-time feedback. No? Here, technology has significantly modified the original task by introducing the benefits of students' collaboration. At the top stage, redefinition, technology allows for the creation of entirely new tasks that were previously inconceivable. What if students transform their written stories into multimedia productions? After creating storyboards, students film scenes, edit clips, and add music. They can publish the videos and receive feedback from voices across the globe. In this case, technology redefines the story writing task to include media creation, critical thinking, collaboration, and communication. So, how can you use SAMR to reflect upon transforming your learning design? Here is the Bloom's taxonomy that can be integrated and associated with the summer model. Remember and understand in enhancement, remember can associate it with substitution, understand with augmentation, analyzing with modification, and create with redefinition. If we have assignment type summer, for example, in a substitution, that technology is used to perform a basic task that was done before technology was integrated. Bloom's taxonomy verbs define, list, recall, identify, label, and locate. In written papers, we can use Microsoft Word. In presentation, we can use Microsoft PowerPoint. In discussion, we can use Twitter. In illustration, we can use Microsoft Paint. In assessment, we can use Quizlet. Augmentation technology is used as a tool to complete the task. Bloom's taxonomy verb explains, solve, contrast, choose, show, report. In written papers, we can use Google Doc. In presentation, we can use Prezi. In discussions, we can use word clouding. In illustration, we can use Educreation. And in assessment, we can use Google Form. In modification, uh, we are at the highest level of SAMR model now. In transformation, Bloom's taxonomy verbs categorize, evaluate, connect, conclude, infer, and distinguish. We can use in written papers Blogger, for example, or in presentation, we can use MindMeister. In discussion, we can use Skype. In illustration, we can use Canva. And in assessment, we can use Edpuzzle. You know Edpuzzle? Okay, the highest level redefinition. Technology allows learners to complete tasks not possible before technology. Some of Bloom's taxonomy verbs are design, invent, assemble, modify, organize, collaborate. In written papers, we can use Adobe Spark. In presentation, we can use Nearpod. In discussion, Padlet. In illustration, Scratch. And in assessment, Flipgrid. Some reflection question to help you move up the summer ladder and shift how you are designing learning experiences. You may ask yourself, what will I gain by replacing the older technology with the new technology, for example? Have I added an improvement to the task process that could not be accomplished with the older technology at a fundamental level? Does this modification fundamentally depend upon the new technology? How is the new task uniquely made possible by the new technology, etc.? These are just a few of the questions you can ask yourself as you evaluate the design of a classroom task and consider that not all technology integration is created equal, no? Ultimately, Summer can help you evaluate your use of technology, can help you design tasks that target higher order thinking skills, engage students, and reach learning experiences and impact students' achievement. We can implement flipped learning also with the summer model. Um, I have no time for explain this. It's a beautiful approach, flip learning. Maybe another time for this. Okay, thanks for your attention. Thank you,
Thank you
Sarah.
very much.
Thank you
Yes, thank
all.
you very much, Miss Irina. Thank you. Yeah, too bad we don't have much time to listen to other details, but yes, I hope we can arrange more time so that you can discuss the last part that you weren't able to share with us. Thank you so much, Miss Irina.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, all right. So Now, before we move on to our next speaker, I would just like to ask everyone again to keep on sharing. And I think that we can learn a lot of things from our speakers for today because this is the 21st century and we have to be updated of the things that can help us so that we can meet the demands of our learning. So, without so much ado, let's welcome our third speaker, the second speaker, Miss Dorota. Yes, Doruta Kuka. Welcome, Miss Doruta.
Hello everyone. Nice to be here with you this evening, and I'm very glad to share with you my experience in coding at school. I was listening very carefully to Irina, and I can say that to be good at your teaching 21st century skills, I think you have to pass by coding and computational thinking. You know, my topic tonight, this evening is how to implement coding activities into your classrooms at all levels of teaching, from kindergarten to primary, high schools, or in more higher education levels you teach. Uh, I want to say something to present myself. I present myself as a elementary school teacher. Don't be impressed by that, because also I am. If you start teaching elementary education, you are the basis of education, and you can reach all the levels you could reach on education's levels. I am a primary school teacher, a leader of a coding club. I am a teacher trainer for a university here in Albania, Barleti University. I am actually a twinning coordinator and a leading teacher in Code Week for Albania. Uh, I choose to share with you coding. Why coding at school? Okay, I will share my screen and discuss with you. EU Code
All
Week
right, we
at
can.
school. Do you see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. EU Code Week at school. Bringing EU Code Week to schools across the Europe and the Western Balkans and all over the world. But this is an initiative of European Commission, and this by the European Commission, and it's a grassroots movement run by volunteers. EU Code Week, it's not only for Europe, it's for the whole world. If you are a teacher in every part of the world, you can do a profile in EU Code Week, your account, like a teacher, as a teacher, and organize your own event. Today, I'm here to present you EU Code Week initiative and how to get involved with your students. What are the objectives? We aim to promote computational thinking, coding, and tech related activities. We aim to bring ideas to life with code and make programming more visible. Bring motivated people together to explore and learn about our digital world. Like you know, we have brought the technology, the school, the entire school. All students have to access it to have a good education. All over the world, it was pandemic time, and we need this computational thinking and these 21st century skills to get education and to rich materials on education field. What is coding? Coding is a skill set of computational thinking, problem solving, critical reasoning, logic, teamwork, and creativity. Why? Why at school? And who can make it? At school, because we have to encourage the uptake of innovation in education systems. You know, if you don't have this courage to take innovation systems in education, you couldn't reach your students. You hadn't, you couldn't afford, you couldn't stay by them. So we have to encourage that. We have to offer all students the possibility to make their first steps as digital creators. So they are not only consumers of digital world, they are creators. They can create their own environment on the digital world, but they need this computational thinking to grow up in their minds from the beginning of their education, to empower students and help them develop a better understanding of the world that surrounds them. How to get involved? You can organize your own coding activity. You can visit our website www.codweek.eu. You can pick a topic and a target audience and register your activity. I will show you today how to do it. And you can add your Code Week event. You can register your activity on the map of Codewake. As you can see here, it's a map of Europe, but it includes Asia too, in Turkey, and everywhere around Europe and the world. You can see a lot if you go to www.codewik.eu, add activity, you can see the map and see all numbers all over the world. Where to find support and information? If you are new to Codewik, like I can imagine lots of you are, you can go to Codewik and take a look on the how to page, and you have all the information at your disposition for free. You are looking for guidance, visit the resources page for more ideas on how to organize an activity, even without computers. Because coding, not only made on computers, it's unplugged activities too. There are lots of unplugged activities to start from kindergarten education. You can go on schools page. You can visit codweek.eu schools for more information on why coding is important in schools and how to get your school involved in a challenge for on coding. There are free teacher training modules, including ready-to-use lesson plans. So it's all everything at your disposition. You don't have to do a lesson plan or to have a practice at your school. You can organize a coding event through CodeWeek with all your pupils or parents or teachers, how I did today to train teachers all over the world. And then you can find instructions for the Code Week for All challenge. Looking for a challenge, take part in a challenge, earn the certificate of excellence. Today, for example, I made a public post on EU Code Week teachers on Facebook, and I will share my coding activity with you, and you can use all the information there to and my code week for all, and we can involve at least three countries with 10 activities activities, and all of us, all the teachers involved on this challenge I did yesterday for everyone, you can take a certificate of excellence. What is Teacher's Toolkit? You will find there Code Week badge, Code Week logo, Code Week school flyer, Code Week school infographic, Code Week school poster, participation certificates for your students, informational presentation, social media frame. How to get in touch? Contact your country's EU Code Week ambassadors or your supports for teachers at school at codeweek .eu at codeweek.eu, or get in touch with a leading teacher. And you can, on leading teachers profile on codeweek, you can find my email and get in touch with us, and we will help you to get involved with coding activities all over the world. Connect with CodeWeek through worldwide codeweek.eu, through Twitter at codeweek.eu, on Facebook at codeweek.eu, on Instagram at codeweek.eu. That's not enough for today. I want to show you our presentation, our event today. So, on my activities, this is my profile on Codebook. As you can see, the first one is activities created by Doretta Suga, me. Coding at school. It's an activity on Codeweek. It's for today, September 15, 2021, and starts at 1 p.m. and finishes uh, today at 15. So, to bring coding and computational thinking into schools, we must train teachers at all levels. This is an international webinar on StreamYard with the Institute of Global Professionals, where teachers all over the world are going to know about Code Week and coding events in schools. This is the event. You can view of my other events or other colleagues, and we can edit our activity or delete it. I don't know if you can delete it. But my intentions is to let you know this is the contact or email contact if you want to have the certificate or today to have part of Code Week for All challenge here in this coding activity, like a training activity on coding for teachers. Today, you have powerful coding activity Code Week. It's a training activity. Like you can see, it's a activity type. It's open online activity, and it's organized by my school in Borel, Albania. The language is in English, and it's happening here. Description is to bring coding and computational thinking into schools. We must train teachers at all levels. This is an international webinar on StreamYard, and we need to have this level of expertise for teachers all over the world. And the activity is for primary education, primary school teachers, secondary school teachers, and students, higher education, employed or unemployed adults, and teachers all over the world. And the tag is my tag, like a little leading teacher on Quick ALALCUKA 448. And our Code Week for All code is this one. If you use this code, take a screenshot or something, to register your own coding event here on Facebook, on Code Week, sorry, on map activities. The map of the activities is here. You can find activities all the world. You see, America, you see, South America, North America, Central America, Australia, see Philippines and everywhere, all over the Asia, Russia. And this is not only for Europe, it's an initiative of European Commission, and it's held by volunteers like me today, but it's for all over the world. And you can have an activity, coding activity, going on at activity. In that activity, then you can write all over the fields here the activity you want to organize, activity type, and you can choose here how is this activity, activity title, name of the organization you work or volunteer for, because an organizer of coding activities, it's not only a teacher or an ICT teacher. There are parents, there are volunteers in our communities, there are students good enough in technology, there are other teachers, and ICT teachers too must help because they are at a high level of expertise into our schools. And you can choose the language. It's not only in English. You see, I can organize anywhere I want, and an coding event in Albanian, and I can scribe it. Like you see, you can all choose here all the languages that are here, or it's not, maybe your language, native language, it's not here. You can choose English. That includes all types of languages, type of the organization, who is a library, school, no profit organization, private business, or other. And there is a description, a paragraph you can edit here and format to write the description or your coding activity. Choose the audience for you see, audience is primary education, primary school, secondary school, higher education, postgraduate students, employed adults, unemployed adults, and others. And you can go on description and write are who is the audience of this coding activity or teachers. Then you have to choose to write your address, where are you on the map, and your pin will be on the map of coding address of coding activity. Then you have to choose in your country. It's not If it's not your country here, I think you will find it because here are all the countries. But anyway, you can choose Brussels because the activity is there for the coding activities. The center is in Brussels. You have to choose start date and the date of a coding activity, the date and the hour. For example, 15 today, and the hour when here today. For example, it can continue after 15, eh, 18, maybe an online activity, and you have the start date and the hour there, and when does it ends. Then you have it's optional. The organizer's website, it's optional. You can put your school website, your personal blog website, or anyway, and the public email. It's optional. The tag, the tag is the tag of lead teacher. Why do you need the tag? You need the tag to get involved in other activities with leading teachers that offers you all the support, and you can contact it anytime for everything goes wrong on your coding activity. Code Week for All Code is that little code that I showed you before on CW and numbers and letters to get involved with other colleagues. If you have received a code for all code, my code I did you today, from a school colleague or a friend, paste it here. Otherwise, please leave it blank. More info about code for week for all code are available here, and you can click on it and see how to use your code week for all code to challenge and get involved as much person as you can to spread your coding activity, computational thinking, and to collaborate with students and colleagues all over the world. And then you can choose an image, uh, choose a file from your computer, and put here it's mandatory to a contact email. This email will be used to inform EUCOD Week correspondence. And at the end, when activity, and submit here adding activity. Your activity then will be on the map. So if I go on my activities, I can activity. It's here. Why I'm doing this activity with you? Because we need teachers' expertise at high level on computational thinking skills to help our students to become the agents of change and to encourage them to be an active and ethical digital generation. You can come here on EU and go on map, resources, communities, schools about, or in the blog and find, learn and teach activities and presentations and toolkits. You can find the presentation, today's presentation, on this page here on resources. The map of the activities, as I showed you before, it's here. Search all the types of the activities. You can you can you can see there are a lot of code all over the world that you can see, you can view, you are interested, you can use their code for all. For example, create an avatar in 2D and 3D and Scratch. If you view this activity, you can see on students for their personal information and their images. So you can contact email on here. You can, this is agrupamiento de escuelas. Um, I think it's from Spain and it's in English. You can see the description, and if you are interested in, you can use the their activity and coding, and you can contact us to be of challenge. Because here is an email, a contact email. It's from Portuguese, yes. It's from September 15 to Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. So you have all the time to think if you want to do avatar with your students and get involved in this activity. You can choose activities. You can see the scoreboard. In 2021, this year, There are already 8,600 activities all over the world. Which countries are buzzing with coding? It's Austria at first place, Malta, Turkey, Croatia, Slovenia, Jordan, and Albania. Albania is with 15 activities. Romania, Azerbaijan, Greece, Poland, Bulgaria, Estonia, Slovakia, Portugal, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Italy, North Macedonia, Serbia, Lithuania, Ireland, Belgium, Czech Republic, Spain, Latvia, Luxembourg, Tunisia, Georgia, Germany, Netherlands, Hungary, Romania. Like you can see, it's all over the world. Syria, 11 activities from Syria, 42 activities from Russia, 12 activities from Morocco, from Iraq, 3 activities, from Peru, 1 activity, from Egypt, 2 activities, from Pakistan, 4 activities, from Jordan, 4 activities, from Vietnam, 1 activity, from Mexico, 1 activity, Lima, 8 activities, Indonesia, 1 activity, and the United States, 1 activities. Brad coding activities. It's a initiative based on volunteers work of the European Commission, and it's made to bring computational thinking uh, um, near all over the generations who want to study. And you can do coding with unplugged activities or with plugged activities with computers. So your choice to be part of Code Week, but I hope so much to share, to be with you and to share activities with you and to challenge everyone to be part of Code Week challenge and coding events.
Thank you very much, Miss Dorota. I think that's very useful.
Every one
And
of you have
I
a question.
the questions will be given later. There will be time for questions later, and you'll be called to answer our attendees' questions. But thank you very much for your time, Miss Dorota. And I think that most of our attendees have learned a lot of things. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, before calling our next speaker, I'd like to thank our participants who are actively taking part in this webinar. Yes, you are very much encouraged to give your thoughts and ideas regarding the topic in our comment section below. Links of upcoming webinars are also posted. We're also going to have a quiz show after the last speaker. Stay tuned for a chance of winning a quiz champion certificate. The question and answer portion will be done after the quiz show. So please prepare your questions as we continue learning together. Now, let me welcome our last speaker, Miss Lindita Loha from Albania. Hello, Miss Lindita.
Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here. It's a pleasure to share my experience and show some tools that we have used in our work as teachers and as global mentors, or as we have participated in different portals and websites. Thank you for inviting. And
Thank you for being here too. Thank you very much.
okay. Okay, I'm a teacher of physics, and I work in a secondary school, but in high school too, and I give physics and informatics too. And with these two subjects, I was very curious to start my work by making it more fun for my students. So it not to be a boring teacher, you know. And we have started with some projects in a twinning, and then with different experiences of teachers we have joined different communities. So I am also a global mentor for Minecraft in Albania, and I'm also a leading teacher in coding, but using different kind of coding portals or websites. And I have used code.org. So one of this kind of learning coding is code.org. Can I share my screen? Okay.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. So okay. So I have used this code.org, and you can use it in different languages. And I have learned this by Microsoft when I was a Microsoft expert teacher in 2016. You can start learning, you can create, you have to sign in or continue with create without signing in, and you can make different kind of coding projects. So we can view all projects here just shortly, because it's a big kind of world when you go to code. And when you enter, then time goes by. So you can make a sprite lab, an artist, or a game lab. I can choose an artist without signing in. So students can do something without signing in and then share it by name, but without an account. Okay, you can draw something awesome. Your code is saved as project, then you can return to it anytime. So here are some, this is for speed, and then it's run. So here are some categories, actions, for example, move forward, when run, move forward, about how many pixels. For example, I can write 100. So that's the line of 100 pixels. That's the kind of size. And I have to repeat it. So I'm doing something random. Turn right by how many degrees? Maybe 60. Okay. And then I can repeat it. Not, I have to find the repeat. Okay. I can set the color that is red. No. When run, okay, this is the first kind of drawing, so I have to make it run. And then he's turned out, so I have to do move forward again 100, and he will draw another line. So for this, yeah, the other line, you can turn right again in 60, and then move forward again 100 degrees. So I'm drawing something very simple, and repeat it for 6 times, so we can draw a 6 kind of uh, figure or something. So when I will reset this, he will draw the figure. So you have to move forward again, but turn right with 60 degrees. And there will be That's for the idea of coding. So when I reset this, I can make a more slow. So it will repeat the action for every kind of line. This is for this kind of project. I can share it, so print to Facebook and by phone, or I can sign in and save it as my project with my name, and I can make the name when I share. So this is the code.org in different projects. So when you can create an application, or you can create a game lab or a party, you can give instructions to dance, and you can view all projects again and choose your own idea of projects. So here are some idea of projects, and I have used this by creating a class. When I signed in, I created a class. I have used Minecraft project. So I have shared this code of Minecraft project, and all the students of my class, here is how it works, or you can start another project. How it works, you can see it by a video. Yeah. So here is the code. He is destroying, repeating 5 times, move forward, destroy block, and it's like a Lego, virtual Lego online, with some characters and a world created by having some codes. Okay, this was the game. Now I can start by sharing. All this was in coding. I can start sharing my other applications or other tools that I have used online. So here are some of them. Using ICT in our learning and teaching process, innate twinning, like Kahoot, Undergarden, Google Forms, that allow us to make some pre-course lessons formative and summative formative. Here is assessment tools are divided in 3 large categories, and here are quizzes and polls like listed below, interactive videos, feedback, and others. There are community tools in this kind of picture. There are some community tools, not all. I have used Scratch, mostly YouTube, and and Bouncy, all that I have used. Here are knowledge tools. So there are some of them. So you can see we haven't used all. I have used Mind Map and Mind Master and Pet Simulation, as it's an Oxford University platform where you can see different subjects and you can make lab lessons. And the other learn-centered tools, which are Padlet, Skype, ThinkLink, and Instagram and Google Classroom. We have used Google Classroom. Here are some links here. So graphic designs, multimedia production, web designs, and others. So I can explain how Answer Garden in Classroom works. So we have this link, and we can make some very useful ideas by getting feedback from students. So you have to make only plus here. Topic, it's for example, what makes you happy? Okay, so the question is, what makes you happy? You can just type down by copying this number here, and you can type what makes you happy. Maybe I can say my family. You can say your answer. And we can all be in this area here, all the answers. Yeah, my family here. And if I can see another answer from you, so for example, in this, you can enter in answer garden in Google and you can type the ID number 2098774 and you can start to submit your answer, sorry, for this question. What makes you happy, for example? And we will get all the feedback from who has the code there. Mostly in our class, our students show their feelings by having this kind of activity. And when I make a question, I can share them that question with my students, so I can just take some idea what students have done or what they like or something about my lesson. So this is how Answer Garden works. And some important tools, that's it's Kahoot and Voki. So I'm starting with Kahoot. I have used Kahoot a lot in my lessons, and I have done exams by making a lot of funny games. So for example, I have to create an account in Kahoot to make some awesome Kahoots. But you can choose an account in free basic, so without paying. You can pay or you can be a master in Kahoot. So there are different kind of Kahoot making. I can continue with Google. Okay, just signing in. This is my account, and I can create an answer Kahoot here, a shortly one, only with 2 questions, and we can play it. Here are my Kahoots, tool assessment with 2 questions. So I'm going to edit it. I can edit Kahoots, I can duplicate Kahoots, so free basics, because it's for teachers that can't afford something by payment. We can create new Kahoots, or we can take a Kahoot from another teacher, so we can duplicate it or make some the same exams that the other teacher has created. So we have created one kind of question, what's my name? So here is the answers. So my name is Lindita, or a woman, or a teacher, but a girl, no, because I have done the right question, the right answers here, and my name really can be 3 of them. So what kind of tool is Kahoot? We can write down some ideas here, but it is resource credits. So I can edit this question because it doesn't work with the free basic account, and I can add another question. Okay, what's my name is great. Okay, I can not slide. I can make it true or false. And is Kahoot what? Also, is Kahoot awesome? It's true or false. I can make it true, and then I can add another question by quiz. For example, how many hands do we have? It's a tricky question, actually, but I can make it 2, for example. 1, 2, many. So the answers can be different. many, and oh, sorry, here is two. Two, many or none. I can make true two and many because it's not. It is right to say many when we have two hands, but it is with 10 seconds because it's very easy, this question. I can make it with a photo here or a picture. So I have to play plus. Here are pictures with payment effort. So I have to choose something without, okay, hands. Maybe I have it. No, it's with payment everything. So I can choose a photo here or a photo for my computer. So you can download a photo from Google and then you can upload it here by clicking here. So I can leave it without an image, and everyone knows what's hands in our body. And I have done this Kahoot. I have edited it. Now it's saved. I can test this Kahoot or play it now. So I can test this Kahoot. So it's a kind of quiz, but with time. And okay, we can have game pin here. Here you can put the game pin of the playment here. Yeah. And I can test it here if it's okay. This is the game pin. So 4219012. I can enter. So I'm here. Nickname is my name, Linda. Okay, go. I'm in. Yeah, here is my name. So it's okay. So I can start the Kahoot tools assessment. We can get ready, and here are the questions, and I have to choose the answer. What's my name? So I have said before, what's my name? So it's a teacher, a woman, Lindita, or a girl. I can choose one of these, so I choose my right name, but all of three are right. Okay, we can we'll have the scoreboard, and then in the end we have the feedback of the game. Who's that feedback shows us which student is more exact in this. So it's true. And the other question, the last one, is how many hands do we have? So if I make something wrong here, our answers to equals. So we can have many or two, because many is more than one. We have the podium, and then we have the Excel feedback. Here is the third place, the second place, and the first place. So that's me, because I'm the only one here. Then you can have your Excel format feedback. I think it's okay. Leave. Okay, done. Kahoot is now ready. Okay. So we have different Kahoots that I have created, and here are all my Kahoots. I have duplicated one just for informatics testament. Is this, and yeah, duplicate this one. This is for Kahoot. I think it is very entertained. And the other one is Voki. So here is Voki 2. Voki is for students when we don't want to show them, uh, we don't want, students are shy maybe. Okay, I can open this one. Sorry. So Voki is a present tool. So we can present ourselves without having our real face. So we can create characters here, and without having an account, because students are a little one, for example, and they don't need to have an account. So we can create a Voki here by presenting ourselves in different projects, or in school, or in here is a character. I can choose another one. So not a cat, but something else. For example, I can create one. So I'm getting a smiley here. Yeah. And I can present myself by saying, hello everyone, I'm Lindita and I'm very happy to be here. Okay? So I can save this bokeh. Sorry. Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Lindita. I'm very happy to be here and nice to meet you all. Okay. It is saving, I think. Uploading audio. Yes. Now, hello everyone. I'm Lindita. I'm very happy to be here and nice to meet you all. We can change background. So maybe we are in school or in mountain or somewhere else. So, oh, sorry. Background. Nature. Here. This one. I can save it. Character name is the name of the student, so I'm Lindita. And I can save it, and then I can share it everywhere in Facebook, or I can get the link, or you can do whatever you want. Created character. So no thanks, not, I don't want to have an account. So I can share it in Facebook, in Twitter, or I can have the link. So copy URL and I can share it everywhere. Maybe in Facebook or in WhatsApp, or I don't know, everywhere where you can share a link. So I can get the link here. Okay, the messages. Also, my camera goes on in this way when I choose another website. Sorry for that. And this was Voki. I think it will be very useful for someone, mostly for little students. And here can be uh, interactive tool like Mentimeter. It is, sorry, it is like the same that with Answer Garden. So we can create interactive presentations where we can get feedback from students, and we can take their real ideas, what they think about the lesson or what they want to do. And this is one of the formats that Mentimeter shows, for example, for stockpiling. And we can click here in Mentimeter Quiz, and we can find the stockpiling answers. So here are my tools. Sorry for that, because it was a short presentation. And I thank everyone for listening. I think it was a very useful webinar. Sorry for the camera. Everything can happen in online when we are live. I'm sorry for that, but it will be ready in minutes. Thank you for your opportunity for giving me to share my ideas. And I wish everyone can use my ideas or can ask for everything that they want, and I'll answer if I know the answers actually, because not everything is knowledge in internet. Internet is a big world. We cannot know everything, but we can learn every day and update our ideas or our interests and share it with other teachers or other kind of peers. So thank you again. Sorry for my camera misfunction.
Yeah, it's colorful though. So
No, yeah,
I thought you really said it that way. So it's a part
no,
of technology stuff.
no.
Okay, so that's all right. Thank you very much, Miss Lindita. The Minecraft you designed is so interesting, and thank you also for sharing the digital tools
Thank you.
that we can utilize to facilitate learning in our class, bringing the best from our students. And I'm sure our students would love it if those are adapted in our class. So thank you very much, Miss Lindita, for your time.
Yes,
So
for you too.
yes. Yeah,
Thank you.
okay, so
Can I
thank
stop
you. Now
sharing?
we're going to have our time for quiz competition, and after our quiz competition, we're going to have the question and answer portion. So please prepare your list of questions that we can throw our brilliant speakers for today. So quiz showtime.
Sure.
We have 62 participants. The link is sent in the comment box, so you can just click it, go to Slido. Let's join slido.com with our code IGP quiz. IGP quiz. Those who won't be able to join us, you can still join us in our comment boxes, so you can still participate in our quiz show. Two options: go to www.slido.com. You can just take photo of the code or enter our code, which is hashtag IGP quiz. Now we have 129 participants. up to 133. Let's start. All right, question number one. We need citizens who can take information and apply it to solve problems or to solve equations. With 3%, oh yes, 97% got it correct. Let's go to the next question. Next question, please. Oh, leaderboard. Giancarlo leading, Giancarlo Villonza. Next question. Creativity empowers people to see concepts in a different light, leading to innovative thinking and problem solving, or just for their entertainment. And the answer is all right. Majority got it correct. And also the answers in our comment boxes, they're all correct. Now let's go to the next question, please. Oh. To promote student creativity require students to create work that is uniquely theirs or is made collaboratively. To promote creativity requires students to create work that is uniquely theirs or is made collaboratively. Answer reveal. Ooh, the answer is work that is uniquely theirs. Yay. Let's see the results. Leaderboard still leading Giancarlo Villonza. Next question, number 4. Oops, technical error. Can we go back to that question or just move on to the next one? I think we're having some technical error here. Let's just wait a bit. Oh, all right, let's go. Let's go to, I think we can move to question 5. Okay, so let's skip the other one. Having good critical thinking and communication skills can help improve someone's leadership skills or media literacy skills. 74%, 26%. Answer reveal, please. Leadership skills. Thank you. Leaderboard. Okay. Next question. 6. Summer SAMR model is like a ladder or a lesson plan. Summer model is like a ladder or a lesson plan. A or B? Ooh, almost 50-50. Let's see, what is the answer? It's like a ladder. All right. Oh, go to the 7th question. Transformation is associated with substitution and augmentation, modification, and redefinition. Transformations is associated with substitution and augmentation or modification and redefinition. Majority answered modification and redefinition, and that is the correct answer. Let's go to the eighth question. In augmentation level, we enhance learning or transform learning. Keep it coming. Those who are answering in our comment box. Answer reveal. Enhance learning. The ninth question. If we use dictionary and search document, we are in A, augmentation level, or B, substitution level. If we use dictionary and search document, we are in augmentation level or substitution level. Ooh. Answer reveal, augmentation level. We have brilliant participants. They remember all information. If students, last question, if students are substituting a handwritten story for a typed story, they are A, in redefinition level or substitution level. Majority answered substitution level. Let's reveal the answer. Yes, majority got it correct. Also from our participants in the chat box. Congratulations to Dionathel C. Callis for getting the top one. Congratulations to all the top 10, to all the quiz competition winners, the top 10. Okay, thank you very much for your active participation during the quiz, and congratulations once again to our top 10 winners. Your certificates will be available soon. Thank you also to those who responded in our comment boxes. And now we are bringing you our question and answer portion. I'd like to call our amazing speakers, Miss Irina and Miss Duruta, and our last speaker, Miss Lindita, to join us to entertain our question. Hello. We're going to entertain questions from our attendees for today. Right. Please don't forget to write the names to address the specific speakers that you want to answer your question. The first question from Ferouz Akbarov to Miss Irina Biba. The redefinition of summer model requires high tech or at least some sort of technology at hand. So, how to equip the students in rural areas with the 21st century skills in the absence of technological infrastructure?
Thank you, Feruz Akbaro, for your questions. Yeah, question is a good question. Yes. In Albania too is a big problem to equip all the students with gadgets, with computers, and with technology. It's a big problem in all over the world, I think. But we have to improve. It's Not our duty. We are teachers. We need help for that. I think it's difficult. Yes, it's difficult.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's still a matter to discuss and learn so we will be able to come up with a solution. Another question from Farouz to Ms. Duruta Kuka. Can you provide some specific examples of coding in the context of language teaching in your country, Albania?
Uh, Thank you for the question. Very interesting. And coding, it's a really good example I saw on a school of Tirana. I think it was a student of Irina on Global Trainer Academy. I was like a technology judge on the competition, and I saw a good example of the coding with language skills. It was a student who have code unplugged code with code Morse, all the letters of the alphabet. There are a lot of good examples of using coding in language skills. You can use IE coding activities with using artificial intelligence coding activities with language skills, or you can use Minecraft activities with coding to code to join challenges to join world when you have to join the same world and write on the messages there when kids can do questions in their own language and express they experiment their creativity together in the same world, or you can use microbit to do a lot. It all depends on the skills of the professor who wants to do coding activities. You have a lot of lesson plans on Code Week activities. You can see there a lot of examples about language skills teaching. Teaching language on your country, on in other countries, and to adapt all the coding activities in your own language. Anyway, Code it's a full resource of every lesson plan or activity you want to see or to join.
Thank you very much. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Ferouz.
Yes, thank you. Can you provide some specific? Okay. So, Farouz, if you have more questions about examples of coding in the context of language teaching.
Mhm. Another question from Mr. Ferouz to Ms. Lindita. Can interactive online game cause laziness and demotivation in content learning in the long run? Very nice question.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. We all face different kind of problems in our work, even if we think we are doing our best to promote different ways of teaching. But interactive online games, it can make more easy the collaboration between students, so they can think as the other student think, or they can think another way, so they can share their own experiences or worlds or games, so they can learn from each other and learn us how they can be more effective in learning. I can't say it causes laziness or demotivation, because as you said before, we don't have the real infrastructure of this kind of activities to stay all the day by doing these games. We all do some short assessments by using some different kind of tools, and we can give examples by using them, and we can make challenges that are long time games like Minecraft. You can play it with worlds with students, but not all the time, because there can be a short uh, kind of dead end, you know. I don't know how to say it by the motivation, because students can be more curious about it, what the other students think, or what did they have done about this activity, or what they have done in class, between classes. We have done some short challenges between classes online, and I find them very exciting. I don't think this can be this kind of just, yeah, it's a kind of a discussion between parents, and this can be, oh, you give my son too much lessons in online, and how can they do this? They stay all the day before the computer. No, it's not true. They have to finish the assessment, so it's not all the day long. So I thank you for the question. It's a big discussion about it, but I can't answer in the right way, maybe. And this is my impression of answer.
Okay, thank you very much then. The next question from Pema Tenzin. Question to Mrs. Lindita. Can I use the Voki to create presentation to present offline to students?
I think you can download it. I haven't never tried to use that offline, because uh, uh, as the short time of this kind of assessment, I've used it always online. As for the infrastructure, I from my beginning, I took my own laptop. It was a big laptop, like I was just like this with my laptop. So I got my own internet, and I did this kind of activities by my own internet, my own camera, laptop, and boxes and everything else. So I was just like equipped with kind of tools to have internet in all my classes, but I haven't used it downloaded, the Voki. I never tried it. Maybe it is. Oh, I can find the way, and I'll answer. It's not something that I can say. Pema Tenzin, thank you for the question. It's something that makes me try something new. So
It's on paid options.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it shows your selflessness. Okay, we have the next question from Lamberto Pilatan Jr. to speaker Ma'am Dorota Kuka. Ma'am, could you please give the three most importance of coding in the education of the new normal?
The new normal, as we used to say about all the thing of education online, I can say the most important is computational thinking. If you are used to code, to do algorithm in all your activities during your lessons, or to do an algorithm, even to read a text, so to remember step by step characters or subjects or anything you read, you are used to do algorithms, to do code, to you are used with computational thinking. And this new normal, it's normal for everyone, online and offline. You can use coding offline, like I said before, with unplugged activities. The new normal, being online, you can collaborate with anyone all over the world in all the challenges, all the tools you choose to do it. On Minecraft, on Code.org, on artificial intelligence, into Scratch, you can do joint projects on Scratch, storytelling on Scratch. Everything you can use coding. You can use coding in all types in all levels, in all types of it, from applied activities with colors or papers to online activities with coding with Hedi code or Python or every level of high education you choose to. Like was presenting at the first, Lindita on Code.org, because I choose EU Kodwik community to show you how to get involved. But Lindita was showing you the Minecraft challenge on Codorg, you can use these coding events on Codorg to engage all the students in their paced time. This new normal gives the opportunity to use coding when they can. But you have to think that this new normal and education, I think, isn't for everyone because it's only for the ones who want the education, who search for education, who are looking for new methodologies and techniques to get involved on this new normal education. Personally, 2 years now, I'm discovering all the platform on basic free using. I'm not paying nothing, but learning everything. I have done more than one degree online learning and online teaching because I have been using all the time ICT tools and ICT technologies, coding technologies, and I'm helping other teachers too through my training sessions to get to these resources. The three most importance of coding in education are computational thinking, thinking algorithmic, and searching for knowledge.
Wow, that's a brilliant response to Lamberto's questions. I hope that answered your question. Now let's go to the next question from Rosabella Malo. What is the LMS platform you recommend that is an advantage to our students, especially in this pandemic? Any of you can answer this question.
Can I ask?
Learning, go.
LMS
Yes.
stands for, um, please
Any
chat the meaning
platform,
of,
maybe
what is that
we can.
LMS platform?
It's
Because
Mhm.
we
there are
don't have the
different for
same.
different kind of
Yes,
levels.
we are discussing here for infusion of technology into classroom. Some of the questions are what we can do if we have not computers, laptop, etc. Here in Albania, we have used national television and uh, video costing for students to make it interactive. But we can implement it also a lot of apps and tools and LMSAs in Albania too. I recommend Edmodo because it's free, it's easy to use it, and is safe for students. But Microsoft Teams also is useful and powerful also.
All right, thank you for answering that question. The next question
These
from
are,
Precious.
sorry,
Yeah,
learning
from,
management systems. LMS platforms are learning management systems, and
oh,
each
yes.
school chooses their best way to reach their students. So they can find their way of learning and the management with other colleagues too, and do a system to reach their students. They can choose different ways to reach them. So the
Mhm.
learning management system is going to be through training sessions, but it's to choose by schools and districts. Sorry, go.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that would be
You're
very
welcome.
useful. And I hope that answered the question posted. Now we move on to the next question from Miss Precious. Question to Miss Lindita. Is Voki free to use?
Okay, Voki, I think in a little part, as Kahoot I said before, it's the free basic level of creating presentation. It's free, and you can find a downloading app about Voki. You can find some different presenting tools free in Voki part. But if you want to create an account, it's not free because you have to get some more advantages. What I did before, it's free. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think
Sure.
that was precise answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, from Richard Ardinio to the first speaker. That would be our very own Miss Irina. What do you think are the challenges or difficulties why students are somehow having a hard time mastering the 21st century skills?
Thank you, Mr. Richard Ardino, for your questions. Yes, to have students that promote 21st century skills, we want to have teachers, great teachers, first of all. These skills can be universally applied to enhance ways of thinking, learning also, and working and living in the world. Yeah, the term is widely used in education. We teachers, as we facilitate the learning, how we can facilitate the learning to make good plans and to make teaching individually, maybe to promote these skills, to promote high order skills, etc. to to use tools and to use technology. I think technology is facilitate a lot the learning, and we have to use a lot of tools because they make teaching funny, interactive, and informative too. We have to work hard to improve skills to the students. It's difficult, it's challenging, but it's possible, I think. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, we indeed, educators or teachers are still the number one tool. And it's very important to be equipped with this. Thank you very much. I think that's, we still have questions. Oh, we still have
Yeah.
question from Rosabella Malo to the last speaker. Our Kahoot, Noki, I think that was Voki.
Yeah,
Mentimeter
Vulcan.
can be used in different subjects. What is the best option in the three? What is the best in the
Okay.
three option?
It can be every of that because I choose to use Kahoot, but someone can choose another tool, and Kahoot is a game learning tool. Voki is a presenting tool, and Mentimeter is a feedback tool. So they can be used in different subjects and from different teachers, so in different levels, so there it's not something that can be divided. But for me, I have used mostly Kahoot and Voki, and Mentimeter only for short assessments or answer garden, because I explained answer garden, but it is the same. So that's why I can't say which is the best of them, because they are different.
Can I
All
give an
right.
experience on it?
Yeah, sure. Yes,
As
go
my
ahead, please.
as my experience, I use Mentimeter in their past studying conditions at home. I share the link and I want to collect their ideas or their questions and answers about a topic. I use Answer Garden on direct brainstorming
Yeah.
in a real time lesson during my lessons. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, maybe. But I use Kahoot on challenges and like an exit ticket on the during the lesson. I have finished and I put them 3, 4, or 5 questions and I do a challenge of 5 minutes and I have a real enthusiasm learning environment.
Yeah.
That's very nice to adopt and copy and to be applied in our lessons as well. Thank you very much for answering the questions. I think that's the end of our question and answer portion. Thank you very much, dearest speakers, for responding, patiently responding, and enthusiastically responding to all the questions of our attendees. So, yeah, I believe that we were able to gain so much knowledge and insight from this talk and question and answer portion. A code will be provided momentarily, which will be used to claim your certificate. Keep tuning on to our announcements and please help us reach out to more people by sharing this free webinar. And now let's go to our announcement. Triple bonus for today. A triple bonus from October, we will start webinar series program. You will get individual certificate for each webinar, and after submitting all certificates, you will receive a webinar series certificate. This is highly focused on teaching strategies, research assessment, pedagogy, tools and techniques, professional development, and communication skills. Our first webinar series program, we have 5 parts webinar series. The topic is authentic assessment in teaching and learning. Part 1 will be on the 1st of October. Part 2 is on the 4th. Part 3 is on the 7th. Part 4 is on the 10th. And the last part will be on the 26th of October. Our second webinar series program. For parts, 4 parts webinar series. Topic, Teaching English as a Foreign Language in Assessment. Part 1 will be on the 2nd of October, Part 2 on the 6th, Part 3 on the 20th, and the last part will be on the 24th. Our third webinar series program, 5 parts webinar series. Topic, Digital Classroom and Engagement Tools. Part 1 is on the 11th of October, Part 2 is on the 12th, Part 3 on the 13th, and the next part is on the 14th, and the last part will be on the 15th. Announcement. We will launch quiz competition. Where are we? Diploma certificate announcement. After checking your activity and your submitted certificates, if you are qualified, we will upload your diploma certificates on our website. You have to download it from our website, www.eduigp.com. We started uploading from the 13th of September. This is very nice. So go to our website, and this is the way and how to find your certificates. Go to diploma certificate. Good day. Sorry for the delay. Starting from September 13th, we will upload diploma certificates on our website. We will upload it gradually. Please check until you receive yours. Go to our website, eduigp.com, International Diploma Certificate. This is an example of your copy. So you can download it. You can download it and you can also share to your media accounts, to your Facebook and other social media accounts. So these are the incoming. Step 1, September 15th, today's program name. Oh, this is for your certificates, for your e-certificates. So today's program name is the 21st Skills in Education and Integration of Technology. So click that link. What's the second step? Step 2, click the link, click the certification link below. Click the certification link that is available in our comment box and pin comment. Certification link will be available always in this program. You can find it on our Facebook page, our Facebook group, YouTube, and description. Step 3. Now you can claim your certificate if you followed step 1 and step 2. But you can claim your certificate in 2 ways. Direct link from comment box, pin comment, post, description. But if you are not able to click this link, you can go directly to our website, www.eduigp.com, for all information together. Find today's program, then the process are the same. And the step 3, browse www.eduigp.com or given link, you will be redirected to this page. So this is how our page looks like in our website. And you can also, now you can click enroll now. And when you click the enroll now, you can create your account. But if you have already an account, then you can just log in directly. After that, find the seminar title and get enrolled. Step 4. Now our code, today's program name, 21st Skills and Education and Integration of Technology. Our code is IGP 0101. IGP 0101. Without code, no one is eligible for certificates. With code, you can claim your certificates anytime, anywhere, and anytime. Again, the code is IGP 0101. Again, please note your codes for today's seminar. Our training, today's program, 21st Skills and Education and Integration of Technology, code IGP 0101. You can take note of that, screenshot, or take note of this code. So you would be able to access your certificates anytime. Then with your code, that's the next step. With your code, click Get Your Certificate. Enter your code, your certification code, and get your certificates for tonight. And then there you go, your certificate now is ready. Anyone can verify your certificate if you want to verify your certificate in the given and shown link. Next webinar will be tomorrow with the title The Power of Women Leaders from our different speakers from different parts of the world. On the 17th of September, we also have another upcoming webinar with the title Financial Education. Our speakers are coming from the Philippines. Same time at 6 p.m. UTC plus 6 time. And on the 18th of September, with the title The Power of Positive Thinking from speakers from different parts of the world. Still the same time, fixed time. The next topic on the 19th of September, we're going to discuss about interactive learning strategies and education. This will be in the morning session from different speakers in the Philippines. And in the evening session, we have this topic, psychosocial issues of students from different speakers of the different parts coming from different parts of the world. Another upcoming webinar that you can join in on the 20th of September with the topic Skills Not Degrees, the Future of Employment Globally. We will be having two different speakers from Nigeria and India. And the next one on the 21st of September, our topic would be a grade book for teachers. We will be having four speakers from the Philippines. Next session on the 22nd of September with the topic Doing Business and Training in the Online World. We'll be having three different speakers from different parts of the world as well. Upcoming webinar on the 24th of September with the topic Character Formation in Educational Leadership. We are going to have two speakers from the Philippines. On the 25th of September with three speakers going to discuss about learning across areas of math, social studies, and assessment. And on the 26th, the following day of September, topic would be learners' mental health. That will be in the morning session, having two speakers from the United States. And in the evening session on the 26th of September, we're going to have three speakers from different parts of the world talking about the value of enterprise and entrepreneurship education. The following day, the 27th of September, we're going to have another two speakers from the Philippines going to discuss about English literature and psychology, role, and education. The next day, on the 28th of September, we're going to have a discussion about innovative teaching strategies amidst pandemic from our two speakers in the Philippines. And the next day, the following day, the 29th of September 2021, with three speakers coming from Vietnam, India, and Greece, we're going to discuss about communication skills in teaching and learning process. And on the 30th of September, we're going to have a discussion about healthy living equals successful living from three different speakers from the United States, the Philippines, and India. Upcoming webinar on the 1st of October, the webinar series, part 1 on the 1st of October. The topic will be about authentic assessment in teaching and learning. Our speakers are coming from Indonesia and the Philippines. Part 2, part 1, upcoming webinar on the 2nd of October 2021 with the topic Teaching English as a Foreign Language in Assessment, part 1. This is for the webinar series 2 that we have. So our speakers are coming from Indonesia. Upcoming webinar on the 3rd of October, we're going to talk about acing the new normal education from three speakers from the Philippines. Oh, that is in the morning session. And in the evening session, we're going to have the upcoming webinar on the 3rd of October with the topic Disaster Preparedness and Climate Change Adaptation from three different speakers coming from the Philippines. Book yourself to the part 2 of our webinar series 1 with the title Authentic Assessment in Teaching and Learning from Indonesia and Bangladesh speakers. And on the 5th of October, we're going to have a topic competency-based teaching from two different speakers from the Philippines and India. And another part 2 of our webinar series 2 on the 6th of October with the topic Teaching English as a Foreign Language in Assessment. On the part three of our webinar series one, coming from Indonesia and India with the topic authentic assessment in teaching and learning. Upcoming webinar on the 8th of October, strategies in competent-based curriculum from three different speakers coming from the Philippines. Upcoming webinar on the 9th of October, we have one speaker coming from the Philippines who's going to discuss about the implications of theories of reading to the teaching of reading. Upcoming webinar on Sunday, the morning session, with the title Bringing Character Education in Classroom. Coming from the Philippines, we are going to have two speakers. And continuing the webinar series 1 part 4 with the title Authentic Assessment in Teaching and Learning, part 4. That will be on the 10th of October. And another upcoming webinar on the 11th of 2021 with the title Digital Classroom Engagement Tools with Ed Puzzle. This is for the webinar series 3. Okay, and another one the next day on the 12th of October, we're going to have a discussion about digital classroom engagement tools with Kotobi. This is the webinar series 3. And the next one is on the 13th of October with the title Digital Classroom Engagement Tools with Google Sites. We have one speaker from the Philippines. Another upcoming webinar the next day on the 14th of October with the title Digital Classroom Engagement Tools with Wakelet from the Philippines as our speaker. And the next upcoming webinar on the 15th of October with the title Digital Classroom Engagement Tools Overview. We are going to have three speakers from the Philippines. And on the 20th of October, with the title Teaching English as a Foreign Language Assessment 3, Part 3, this is the Part 3 of our webinar Series 2. Those are our upcoming webinars that you can join in, you can sign up, and please let your friends or your acquaintances or your community know about this by sharing this on your page or your Facebook groups or your personal Facebooks. And again, these are the instructions on how to get your certificate for today's program, 21st Skills and Education and Integration of Technology. Our code is IGP0101. Because without code, no one is eligible for certificates. With code, you can claim your certificate anytime. So take photo, screenshot this code, and save it, and then you can access your certificate anytime, anywhere. All right, so that's it for today. Okay. Many nations around the world have undertaken wide-ranging reforms of curriculum, instructions, and assessments with the intention of better preparing all our children for the higher educational demands of life and work in the 21st century. What are the skills that young people need to be successful in this rapidly changing world, and what competences do teachers need in return to effectively teach those skills to their students? The question that arises from this is, of course, what teacher preparation programs are needed to prepare graduates who are ready to teach well in the 21st century classroom. And I think some of these questions have been answered by our brilliant speakers for today. So to our three speakers, thank you so very much. And also, of course, I would like to thank all of our attendees, because without our attendees, this webinar won't be here. So thank you so much. Again, this is your host, Sarah Gabrino, saying, have a good night, everyone, and keep on learning. Good night.